Hi, this is Dr. Affan. I'm a pediatrician with Angel Kids Pediatrics in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm going to start a presentation today about some information about how to care for a brand new baby. Of course, when a baby is born, the most precious moment for us is to see this baby coming very healthy. She's crying immediately when she comes out. Everybody is so happy around her. Hopefully, the immediate thing that they wanted to do is to cut the cord for the newborn baby and handle her immediately for her mom to start bonding with mom. We're going to be talking a little bit about feeding for the baby, and the most important thing is to start putting this baby immediately to the breast for mom, and mom can start breastfeeding her baby. Now we're going to be talking in general about the breastfeeding and how important the bonding between mom and the baby, and how much of this food is important for the baby, and the general rules. And we're going to be talking about how the first hour is very important into the feeding of the baby as well. And we're going to be talking after the baby is being discharged home from the hospital as a general rule for us. And I'm going to be talking first about the general rule, and then we're going to go back to the hospital stay and talk about the feeding during the hospital. But as a general rule, when we receive patients in the hospital and a mom with her newborn baby and she wants to know what's enough, did I feed my baby enough? How much food is my baby getting? What if she is crying? What if she wants to be on the breast for 45 minutes? I'm a little bit worried. Did she get enough food or no? Then we can answer all those questions right now. So the general rule for us is baby needs to be on the breast for about 10 to 15 minutes. And she will be using both breasts for a feeding session. And she will, when she stays in a breast for 10 to 15 minutes, she will get around 1 ounce of food. So if we do two breasts in a feeding session with 1 ounce from each breast, that means she's getting 2 ounces in a feeding session. Now, when I get 2 ounces in a feeding session and I'm doing 8 to 9 ounces a day, I need you to do some calculations with me here. I'm doing 2 ounces, 1 ounce from each breast, and I'm repeating this 9 times a day. So that means I'm getting 18 ounces as a baby. Those 18 ounces a day will give me 1 ounce of weight gain. And this is the golden rule for a baby, is to gain 1 ounce a day. Now we're going to go back and calculate if we have 24 hours a day and I'm going to feed this baby 9 times a day. That means we are averaging every 3.5 hours a baby needs to be on the breast. So our first take-home message from this series of presentations here is, if my baby sleeps more than 4 hours a day, I'm going to wake her up. So we are not going to allow a baby to sleep more than 4 hours in the first months of her life and go beyond 4 hours without feeding, because babies, not like us adults, we can go to sleep overnight for 8 or 10 hours sometimes. We have enough fat in our bodies to break down while we are sleeping, then our brains can get enough sugars. Unfortunately, babies do not have that amount of fat stored in their bodies, and we don't want them to get into a condition called hypoglycemia or low sugar into their brains. So, and believe it or not, your baby is going to be naturally crying within 2.5 to 3 hours, but as I mentioned to you, the golden rule is to wake her up within 4 hours if she does not wake up. And when people are asking us, how would I wake her up? Gently we can tap on her feet a little bit and she will be waking up, and you start feeding her. So if I would summarize this again, a baby would need to be on the breast at every 3.5 hours. I will do in each breast 10 to 15 minutes, and she will get 1 ounce from each breast. That will give her 2 ounces in a feeding or a nursing session. In total, that will give her 18 ounces in the 24 hours, and those 18 ounces will give her a total of 1 ounce of weight gain a day. This is very important for us when you see the doctor at the office and we tell you your baby gained enough weight. This is really very important for people to have a good follow-up for the weight gain for their babies. Don't forget to subscribe for our YouTube channel for the tips of the week.